Hello, Internet Land, Anselmo here, Screenburn TV. I am here to talk to you about a movie that I just saw. Blade Runner 2049. Blade Runner 2049. I guess I'll just start with my expectations going in. I'm a very big Blade Runner fan. I'm huge. It's probably it might be my favorite. It's top 3 favorite movies ever. It's fucking awesome. So you're probably thinking, oh, you probably went in with really high expectations. No, I went in with very, very low expectations. Mostly, I didn't want a sequel to Blade Runner. I just didn't. Like, it felt like just a perfectly encapsulated story setting. It didn't really need to be expanded upon, or rather, I didn't want to risk anyone expanding on it because they might, fuck it up. So I saw like the initial like teaser trailer, and I mean, it looked fantastic. Like, it looked fucking awesome, honestly. But a lot of trailers nowadays look fucking awesome, and that's it. Like, they put all their creative energy into the trailer, and then the movie itself is a husk. It's like, why didn't you put so much time into the trailer when you could have made the movie good? But yeah, I didn't want one. The trailer looked good, so I didn't really follow up on any of the other trailers. So I went in kind of blind. Like, I still don't really know who the director is, who the writers are. I went in blind. So my expectations were pretty low. I went to go see it with my friend Anthony, and I was talking about my expectations, and I'm just like, I just don't want one. And he goes, I'd be happy with a not Total Recall. Like, I don't know if you guys saw the Total Recall remake. It was terrible. It's like, it was terrible. It's like, did you guys see the original source material at all? At all. So I was like, well, you're right. I mean, if it's better than Total Recall, another Philip K. Dick story, I'd be very happy. I'd be happy with just that. So that kind of put me in a better mood, but I was still that's how low my expectations were. Like, please at least be better than fucking Total Recall remake. And it fucking was. Holy shit. Okay, after the movie ended, I swear to God, like, the credits were rolling, and I couldn't even say a fucking word. I was just flabbergasted, honestly. I just got home from the movie, so I'm still high on movie juice. But holy fuck. I'm still kind of speechless. So yeah, me and Anthony just kind of sat in silence throughout the credits. It wasn't really silence. It was more like we were trading, what the fuck, dude? Holy shit. That was fucking awesome. Like, for, 5 minutes or whatever while the credits were rolling. So it was really good. The end. That's the end of the review. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, I don't want to spoil anything, so there's not going to be any spoilers. I probably should have said this at the beginning of the video, but I don't care. I'm saying it now. There will not be spoilers. I might do a spoiler video later. I don't know. Maybe. Probably not. But I figured I'd get on here and tell you guys what I thought about it after that 4-minute and 15-second long introduction. But yes, the movie is about as Blade Runner-y as you could possibly get without watching fucking Blade Runner. That being said, if you didn't like the original Blade Runner, this movie is not going to win you over. Like, if you didn't like Blade Runner 82, you're not going to be like, I get it now. I get it. I love the first one now. Like, this isn't going to change your mind. because this movie is about as faithful a sequel as possible, while adding a good amount of progress. Because I mean, it takes place in the same world, takes place in the same future LA, but it's of course 30 odd years after the previous. So technology has accelerated. There's not as many analog, and there's not as much analog tech. There's a lot more digital tech. So you see a progress in it, and it's fucking awesome. Jeez, I don't even know where to start. I guess. Okay, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but the movie opens. I'll go through like me watching the movie. Like I was watching the movie, it had like blah blah blah, Bladerunners hunt down androids, blah blah, blah. And then there's like a 2-minute shot of a city. I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but it's a shot of stuff for like 2-3 minutes, and then this music playing over it, which sounds. The music of the movie is so faithful, but again, while being different, because I mean, it uses a lot of samples and cues and motifs from the original by Vangelis. I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce that, but he makes fucking awesome music. He did Chariots of Fire too. So whoever the composer is, he did a fantastic job, because within the first 5 minutes, I had a huge grin on my face, like till the end of the movie, and now I still do. So the music is really good, really good. The world is just as kind of fleshed out. Because to me, at least the first Blade Runner, well, and the second one, obviously, but it's always been more about the city as a character, if not the city as a main character, and that's why there's like 5-minute shots of like establishing scenery, because you really get to know this city, and then you get to know what it's like to live in the city, and then terrible things happen to said people in city. But yeah, the story is it's your basic hard-boiled detective story. I mean, it's not anything new in that aspect, which I mean, so was the first Blade Runner. It was a hard-boiled detective story that took place in the future. Not a big surprise. So they got that down. But there were a few twists. There were 2 twists that actually got me. Like I was honestly like it was very subversive, because it was like it kind of forces you to think this one thing, because like your brain relies on tropes and memories of other movies, and you're just like, oh, this is okay. I mean, okay, I saw that coming, but I mean, I guess it's pretty cool. And then the movie's like, oh, no, fuck you, and you're just like, what? And it does that twice. I mean. To me, it did that twice, so that's really cool. There's plenty of not talking, which is very Blade Runner, because there's just scenes of just people standing around, or one person just sitting around, just looking at something with music playing. Again, if you find that type of shit boring, like in the first movie, you're not gonna like this movie, because it's more Blade Runner. Which I'm so happy. Like, whoever this director is, he obviously really wanted this project, because he didn't want anyone else to fuck it up, because he fucking knocked it out of the park, bro. I feel like I'm rambling, because I am. Coming up on 9 minutes now. I don't care. I'm going to keep on talking. The actors, they were good. They were good. This is the first... I've never really seen anything with Ryan Gosling before. I mean, I probably have, but I don't know anything about the guy, other than like he always has like a sad puppy dog face, and he's dreamy, or so I hear. He's pretty dreamy, but he did a really good job. He did a really good job. His girlfriend, no spoilers there. His girlfriend, I thought was going to be a throwaway, like gimmick. No, dude. Like, I was actually invested in that character. A character that I'm not gonna, again, no spoilers. Let's just say that his girlfriend's character type could easily be used as a gimmick, and it wasn't. So, kudos. Jared Leto is the, I'm gonna call him villain. Like, he's the Tyrell of the movie. He's only in like 3 scenes, just like Tyrell. I think Tyrell was only in a handful of scenes too. So that was really cool. He was okay. I mean, he was weird. I mean, he did his Jared Leto weird thing. His number 2 was really good. This probably doesn't mean anything to you because you haven't seen the movie, but all around good cast. Harrison Ford, I thought they were gonna like just hand-fisted in there. Like, as much as I loved Star Wars 7, that was some hand-fisted, like, it's remember Han Solo, remember him. Yeah, he's dead. No, he's not dead in Blade Runner, or is he? I'm not gonna tell you shit. I was talking about Han Solo. But yes, the cast was awesome. Honestly, there's not a lot I could say without spoiling some shit, at least story and character wise. But I think it was, the problem with the movie is that it's so much like Blade Runner, which, I mean, that's only a problem because it could be a problem for people who aren't a fan of Blade Runner to begin with, so it's not really a problem. I mean, I don't know. Like, it's like someone finally figured out what people want when it comes to sequels to, like, cult movies. Like, they want more of it. Like, people didn't like Total Recall because it was gritty and serious, and like, they didn't. No one I know likes Total Recall because of that reason. They like it because it's ridiculous and kind of kitschy and weird, and which was not captured in the remake. But everything that makes Blade Runner is present in this sequel. Which, speaking of, it is a direct sequel. I thought going in that it was going to be like a rebooty kind of, we're gonna mention some of the older characters, but this is its own story. All I'm gonna say is it is a direct sequel, and it's pretty awesome. It's awesome. Another thing that I was afraid of, I was afraid that they were going to answer too many questions. I'm gonna spoil Blade Runner. Okay, if you haven't seen the first Blade Runner, then why the fuck are you watching this? Actually, it's not really a spoiler. In Blade Runner, you're never told explicitly if Deckard is a replicant. Like, it's just kind of the closest answer you get is, the origami unicorn. That's like the best thing you get. And I was worried, like, because the trailer I remember was just like, questions will be asked, questions will be answered, that type of shit. So I was like, oh god, they're gonna fucking try to answer every, because that's my least favorite thing in fiction, where a writer or a director feels like they need to explain every fucking thing, and then there's no mystery left, and then you're just like, again, no spoilies, but they don't explain a goddamn thing. The only thing they explain, like, what they explain about Deckard is just about as vague as a fucking paper unicorn. So they don't answer shit. And if anything, they ask more questions, which is right up my alley. I'm coming up on 15 minutes, so I should probably do my final thoughts. Final thoughts with Anselmo. Final thoughts. If you love Blade Runner, if you currently love Blade Runner and have in the past, if you've enjoyed Blade Runner in the past, you're going to enjoy this. If you still like watching Blade Runner, then this is just going to be like more icing on the delicious cyberpunk cake. Oh, that was so good. I swear to God, like I'm still kind of. There's probably more I could talk about, but I'm honestly just kind of speechless about how awesome it was. I'm gonna go see it again, like as soon as possible. But yeah, honestly, I felt like I just rambled for 15 minutes. So I hope you guys liked me rambling for 15 minutes. Bye bye.
What is your